Well, everybody, here we have the Autobot bumper from the Age of the Primes 4-pack. And so in looking at these guys right here, you can see that on Bumper, not only is his bumper like true black and it reaches up to the headlights, whereas on Bumblebee, the bumper is more of a gray. And then also you can see that on Bumper's windows, as opposed to the gray windows over here with this guy, they, like the bumper, are also a jet black. Now, just like Bumblebee, he does have the gun that plugs onto the back. Bumblebee's is a little bit of a lighter silver, whereas Bumper's is a little bit more of that kind of metallic gray. Another thing that I did pick up on is the fact that because this is striving for the animation accuracy, where he had the Autobot symbol on his chest in robot mode, but in vehicle mode, Bumblebee had it down here. That's why he has two symbols, very similar to what we saw with Sunstreaker. Yet because Bumper over here is going for more of that toy accuracy, you can see that they actually outlined his symbol in silver to give it more of that sticker feel. Now, I think between the two of these guys, though, I do like Bumpers just because of the aesthetic. It feels a little bit more richer, because that's the one thing I have against maybe all these 86 versions that use the gray, is it just feels washed out, whereas this feels a little bit more vibrant with Bumper. So here we can see both Bumper and Bee in their robot modes, and just like we were talking about in vehicle mode, the blacks, especially now that there's more of those exposed, it does feel like a richer, more deeper tone as opposed to Bumblebee's grays. But also whenever I was looking at their yellows, it's harder to tell on the camera here, but Bumblebee's is a little bit more washed out, and Bumper's just has a much more solid yellow tone to it. But you can see how they look when we go ahead and spin these Roys around the back and everything. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't have any great love for Bumper. I know that his original figure is kind of like hard to come by and that he actually got expounded on in the comics, but I really don't know that much about this character. I mean, unless you're basically Generation 2 Hubcap, Beachcomber, or Sea Spray, the other Minibots, I could really take or leave, and unfortunately Bumper does fall in that. But let's go ahead and look at the one thing that he does have really strong, and you can see the difference in the head sculpts and how they went to town to kind of give him what is definitively his head and helps to differentiate him from Bumblebee like we talked about. So, you know what? I mean, overall, it's up to you if you feel this figure is worth hunting down out of that 4-pack individually or buying with the other guys.